Hi guys, welcome to this episode of the Humans of Mahabharat with Bhavna Didi and me Amish. Didi, today we are going to discuss Bhishma Pitama, one of the most intriguing, most popular characters from the Mahabharata.
I'm fond of him.
Ah. But there are also many things that can be learned from, areas of improvement, if you want to call it that. Bhishma Pitama, he was born as Devrata.
His,
Devavrata, sorry.
his name was Devavrat.
हाँ उनके बैक स्टोरी के बारे में
Vow
कुछ
of the
बताइए.
gods, or the fasting of the gods, Vrat is.
हाँ, I think more wow will probably make more sense than fasting of the devas.
So Devvrat was born to King Shantanu.
Yeah. And Gangaji.
And Gangaji, Gangama. And Shantanu fell in love helplessly more than once in his life. So Shantanu fell in love with Gangama. And Gangama said to him that I will stay with you, but you cannot question any of my actions. You cannot question any of my actions. जो मैं करूँ वो मुझे करना है और वो मैं करूँगी. Good license.
आजकल ऐसा एक लव स्टोरी कोई बना दे तो सैयारा 2.
So,
जो भी वो करे चुपचाप सहन करो.
सहन नहीं गए. Shantanu was happy living with her. But गंगा माँ के बच्चे होते थे एंड गंगा माँ उन्हें अपने ही पानी में विसर्जन कर देती थी. You know,
And King Shantanu was very troubled by it.
because the father wanted the son,
Yeah.
and the king wanted an heir, right? And he couldn't question her, and he know ho kya raha hai. Ultimately, Devavrat was the 8th son. And जब गंगा माँ जा रही थी तो शांतनु से रहा नहीं गया. And he said, क्या कर रही हो? Why are you doing this? And Gangama turned around and tragically looked at him and said that, in आठों ये जो वसु थे, इनका एक प्रीवियस जन्म का श्राप था. एंड मैं ये श्राप उतार रही थी. इट वॉज नेसेसरी. एंड वो सातों का तो श्राप उतर गया, लेकिन ये जो बच्चा है, he will have a tragic life. And the first tragedy, of course, was he lost his mother.
Yeah, because she left.
माँ का प्यार. बिकॉज गंगा माँ हैड टोल्ड शांतनु दैट अगर मुझे क्वेश्चन करोगे तो मैं चली जाऊंगी. एंड गंगा माँ लेफ्ट, लीविंग देवव्रत विद शांतनु. शांतनु लव्ड हिम एंड बड़े लाड़ प्यार से बड़ा किया. taught him all the tools of administration, made him a warrior.
In a way, he was his mother and father.
He was his
Devavrata's mother and father.
I wonder, it's interesting that he was the mother and the father, but can the father replace an absent mother? And can a mother replace an absent father?
No.
माँ माँ होती है, बाप बाप होता है. And the absence of one or the other will have consequences, as maybe they did with Devavrat, right? क्योंकि बड़ा तो हो गया, and he was, शानदार, तरह से वो बड़े हुए, and the ideal future ruler of, the Kuru kingdom. But Shantanu fell in love once again in his old age.
Romantic man.
Yeah. And he fell in love with Satyavati. She was the daughter of the king of the fishermen. And Shantanu expressed, he shared, his love interest with his son. And Devrat said, absolutely, Pitaji, you must marry the woman you love. And he went to Satyavati's father. And Satyavati's father, but was a man of the world, and he was practical, and he said, but Devavrat, इतना शानदार ये, लाजवाब इंसान है, and मेरी बेटी के बच्चों का क्या होगा? Shantanu came back and did not express this to Devvrat, but he went into depression. That's very interesting, Amish. We should discuss this, because he अपने sadness को दिखाया. And Devvrat came and said, Pitaji, what's the matter? And he said, now, I cannot do anyay on you, but Satyavati's father said this. And Devvrat instantly said, ki, I will never be king. So Shantanu was very happy and he went along with Devavrat this time and said ki my son says he will not be king, and Satyavati's children, the eldest child will inherit the throne. But Satyavati's father was, well, a man of the world. And he said, but what about Devavrata's children? Unka to hak hoga. So then Devvrat took the Bhishma Pratigya, the
कि मैं
terrible oath, ki I will never marry and I will never have children. Satyavati's father was finally satisfied, and of course, Shantanu married Satyavati, and Bhishma Pitama became sort of the forever guardian of the, throne of Hastinapur. But it had consequences, na? Terrible, terrible consequences. पूरा पूरा कांड ही एक तरह से ये जड़ थी ना, because the deserving person did not become king. And there was no deserving person. Think about it, till Yudhishthir. No deserving person for the throne of Hastinapur.
हस्तिनापुर.
You think it's a good thing though, to overly and unquestioningly cater to even the desires and the expectations of your parents.
Yeah, I think because if you read Arthashastra, as you have what Acharya Chanakya says, what art, not just Acharya Chanakya, but I mean all our traditions say the roles of a leader. They do not have the right to place their family over their people. If you want to do that, then you should not be the leader. If Devavrat, first of all, of course, we should discuss Shantanu.
मॉडर्न
King
पॉलिटिक्स में तो
Shantanu.
कोई पॉलिटिशियन ही नहीं बचेगा.
नहीं कुछ लोग हैं. But from Bhishma Pitama's perspective, he knew, everyone else knew, he would be a good leader. He would be a good king. And if you give up your position at that because you're trying to save your father's life or something, that's a different matter. But your father has fallen in love when he's already experienced life. उसके लिए आप अपने पूरे प्रजा को दाव पे लगा दो. Is that what a good leader should do? No.
Abdicate leadership.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
same, I mean, frankly, same with King Shantanu. कि basically expressing his sadness and his depression, आप moral pressure डाल रहे
इमोशनल
हो.
ब्लैकमेल है
It's
ये.
emotional blackmail है.
इमोशनल ब्लैकमेल है.
अनकहे आपने प्रेशर डाल दिया. And if the child doesn't have a mother, you are in effect the mother and the father of the child, only child, deeply attached to you. आप ये ऐसा इमोशनल प्रेशर डालोगे, प्रभाव नहीं पड़ेगा उसके ऊपर. And if you've already lived your life, you should be mature. आप मतलब यू आर नॉट अ टीनेजर कि अरे यार मैं प्रेम में पड़ गया, अभी क्या करूं. You've lived through life, you've seen life. You should not put such emotional pressure on your child, and the child should not, if you do put, the father does put, the child should not succumb to that.
But child का क्या था अमीश की, like we said earlier that Shantanu was both the mother and the father of Bhishma Pitama, and either parent cannot replace the other parent, and maybe the absence of the mother, the maternal influence, made Bhishma a people pleaser. He was trying to please people in his life all the time. कि, खुश हो जाओ, खुश हो जाओ.
मैं sacrifice कर दूँ.
मैं एक सैक्रिफाइस कर देता हूँ, आप खुश हो जाओ, एंड फॉर एवर ट्राइंग टू कीप पीपल ही लव्स हैप्पी, और उसमें
Trying to keep the peace.
या कीप द पीस, परचेज पीस, एंड उसमें ही लैंडेड अप क्रिएटिंग सो मच केओस ना.
Yeah, because if you think about it, for a man who was so noble, so always trying to do the right thing, उनसे कई बार काफ़ी गलतियाँ तो हो गई. अब्बा के साथ हुई, which was actually wrong. Then the fact that he did not stand up and stop it when द्रौपदी माँ का चीरहरण हो रहा था. Lord Krishna had to step in.
Yeah, he did not.
Right?
He kept mum. Was
He
sitting
kept
in the
quiet and he
sabha,
was
he didn't
Bhishma
say
Pitama.
anything. Yeah.
If he had stood up and said, it would have immediately stopped.
धृतराष्ट्र तो अंधे थे,
हाँ?
लेकिन
But,
आप
yeah.
वहाँ बैठे थे, आपको दिख नहीं रहा था क्या हो रहा है.
So why do you think he didn't do that? Why do you think he didn't stand up and say this is wrong?
People pleasers sometimes are unable to assert. That's a thing with the people pleasers. You are unable to उनसे बोला नहीं जाता है, चुप रह जाते हैं. It's not easy. You know the difference between right and wrong, but you are unable to assert and draw lines. And people pleasers find excuses. And the excuse of Bhishma Pitama was that I owe my ultimate allegiance to the throne of Hastinapur. और throne of Hastinapur में तो धृतराष्ट्र बैठे थे, right?
Not
And maybe, you know, this abdication of the throne of Hastinapur became his, पता नहीं, एक हवा बन गया.
an end in itself that I'm loyal to the throne,
हाँ.
even if the throne is doing something wrong. But your loyalty should be to the people who are supposed to be served by the throne. And you should do what is right.
We find excuses to not stand up for what is right. And because we are unable to face the truth of why we do not stand up for what is right, which is, you know, inner courage nahi hai to be able to raise your voice. Maybe. भीष्म पितामह में बहुत करेज था. He was very courageous on the battlefield. But maybe in the emotional arena, because of, again, I'm going back to absence of the soft touch, the feminine influence. Remember, Bhishma Pitama also never fell in love. Yeah. There's something about falling in love, Amish. You know, there's something about experiencing helpless attraction for another human being. It humanizes you and it pulls you out of yourself. You know, it pulls you out of yourself and parks you inside another human being जिससे कोई खून का रिश्ता नहीं है. That's what falling in love is. It humanizes you and it softens you. And Bhishma Pitama never experienced this softening. एक तो माँ नहीं थी. And that he never experienced love. Amba reached out to him. When he let Amba go, na?
Yeah.
He tried to be fair to Amba. कि when Amba said that I am in love with Shalva, मुझे जाने दो, तो Bhishma Pitama let her go. But then she was spurned by her lover. So then Amba came back and said to Bhishma Pitama कि अब आपकी वजह से I've lost my love. Now you marry me, right? But Bhishma Pitama में softening influence था नहीं.
Renowned industrialist Mr. Harshvardhan Neotia on the Mahabharata.
Bhishma, once Devavrata, stands as one of the most revered yet tragic figures in the Mahabharata. Known for his unmatched valor and unwavering sense of duty, he is remembered above all for a vow that changed the course of his life and history. When he saw his father, King Shantanu, heartbroken over love denied, Bhishma made a staggering sacrifice. To ensure his father could marry Satyavati, he gave up his claim to the throne and then went further, vowing never to marry or have children so that her future sons could rule without threat. It was a promise so severe that even the gods called him Bhishma, the one who took the terrible vow. King Shantanu never asked for this, but his silent sorrow spoke volumes. In trying to ease that pain, Bhishma surrendered his own desires, his autonomy, and the possibility of love, all for a father's unspoken wish. What did that sacrifice cost him? Bound by duty, Bhishma lived a life of constant inner conflict. Though revered, he often found himself trapped between what was right and what was expected. His loyalty to the throne kept him tied to the kings he did not always believe in. His silence in moments of moral crisis made him a symbol of noble suffering and sometimes helplessness. His story echoes deeply in the families even today. In many Indian households, emotional expectations are rarely voiced but often felt. A glance, a sigh, a quiet comparison. Children grow up internalizing these signals, reshaping their lives around guilt, obligation, and sacrifice. Outwardly devoted, inwardly torn. Bhishma's legacy offers both a warning and a wish. For children, love your parents, but don't lose yourself. For parents, trust your children to chart their own course. Unspoken expectations can leave louder scars than words ever would. Because true greatness isn't in sacrifice alone. It lies in choices made freely, when love empowers rather than binds, and duty walks hand in hand with joy.
No, but I always think when you said Amba came to him, what if he had agreed? Would the course of the Mahabharata have been different?
So true, na? Had he acceded to, Amba reached out to him, na? Amba proposed to him. So what made him? Amba was beautiful,
Yeah,
है ना? तो what made him hesitate? His vow.
yeah.
प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए.
कभी कभार शायद वचन तोड़ देना चाहिए.
Often,
For the
often,
not often, but
you know.
कभी कभार for the greater good.
हाँ, because you know whatever एक वचन होते हो, एक oath होती है, at a particular moment in time, times change, situations change. छोड़ दो if it requires, you know, because the actual consequences of are much more important than holding on to your word, ना. ये एक egoistic ये हो गया ना, morality. This kind of
I
प्राण
stick
जाए
to
पर
my
वचन
vow,
न जाए.
even if it ends up destroying everything. Because of that, Shikhand and Amba was reborn as Shikhandi,
Shikhandi.
led to his death. By that time, Shantanu was gone. His immediate, nephews had become kings already. It was already the generation after that. It was long past.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have said, is the vow really that meaningful anymore?
Experienced love. It wouldn't have turned toxic and come back to be the reason for his death.
Correct.
Right?
And maybe this is something we can learn from Lord Krishna. That sometimes you have to look at the situation and do what has to be done.
Do what has to be done.
Yeah. Which is for the greater good. It would have been for his good also.
Intentions, niyat is much more important than everything else. And again, coming back to, you mentioned Sayyara. आजकल के जो Gen Z है, modern, आजकल it's almost as if falling in love has gone out of fashion. You know, कि pragmatic हो गए हैं सब. and excessive vulnerability karna hi nahi chahiye. There's wariness of experiencing hurt.
रिस्क नहीं लेना है.
Risk nahi lena is a
और to
big
put
evil.
it immortal Mumbai में रिक्स नहीं लेना है भाई.
Hurt nahi hona hai,
हाँ.
you know. So this sudden super success of Sayyara is actually a very hopeful sign, because Gen Z has made it successful, and maybe romantic movies really showing love the way it's meant to be shown has come back in fashion. Which is not such a bad thing, because maybe Bhishma Pitama also should have fallen in love. It would have softened him.
It would have softened it.
Yeah.
And the absence of a mother, the importance of both the mother and the father in a child's life. They both play different roles. He ended up fighting on the side which he himself thought was wrong, and was almost seeking death.
I know.
That is so sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But even on his deathbed, he gave gyan.
Yeah.
He taught, Yudhishthir how to
Shanti
rule.
Parva.
What, the ruler's dharma is, and all these modern concepts, violence, monopoly of violence, वगैरह, ये सब, Bhishma Pitama ने सिखाया. He was a great ज्ञानी.
Yeah.
But landed up, maybe the ultimate tragedy of Bhishma Pitama's life was the absence of a woman's influence. एक माँ, एक बीवी, एक बहन,
he would have probably been a great ruler. If you read the Shanti Parva, those of you who haven't, you must read it. It's in the Mahabharata, but his thoughts on governance are so deep. But yeah, you could never put it into practice. And in fact, a lot of what happened by the throne of Hastinapur was against what his own theories were of what governance should be. लेकिन वो कभी implement कर नहीं पाए.
Yeah. And single parenting has its consequences, and mothers and fathers are irreplaceable. Both are needed.
Both are needed. I think this is a great place to end this episode on Bhishma Pitama Devavrata, an intriguing, endlessly fascinating character from the endlessly fascinating humans of Mahabharata. So much to be learned from this great epic. If you like this episode, hit like and subscribe below so that you can receive a notification when the next episode launches. From Bhavna Didi and me, thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.